RLWF fans? Welcome back to RLWF Max. And we are opening up this week's show with yet another qualifier match for that All-Star Tournament. And out first, making his RLWF debut, it is Companion, making his debut, another superstar that we have taken away from the RPW. And I mean, listen, it's a unique look, granted, but it's what he does in the ring that matters. I mean, certainly he's got the energy, certainly he's got that agility. We will see how that translates inside the squared circle. And again, another rookie making his RLWF debut in the All-Star Tournament.
Here we go, guys.
But oh no, ladies and gentlemen, custom trons are slowly making their way into the mix, and it is bad news for Companion as he is squaring off against Sean Lachlan. Now, Sean Lachlan covering all of his bases, as he already has won a non-title match against world champion You've on Shock. And of course, if he wound up winning this match and then winning the tournament next week and then eventually winning that All-Star Championship, he would have to go to Mayhem and forego any aspirations he had for the world title. But listen, man, cover your bases. Cover your bases. I think it's a smart strategy. But the pressure is on, I would think, here for Companion. A tough draw against one of the most dominant superstars that we have seen on Shock in a very long time. And there we go, Companion versus Sean Lachlan with an opportunity. Again, the next week on Mayhem and Shock, we are going to have an all-star tournament. There's going to be a tournament on each night next week. The winners of those tournaments are going to square off against Mayhem GM Matthew Price, who is the current all-star champion. There's going to be a triple threat match at that first PLE, with the belt on the line. Companion looking to get a little offense going here against Sean Lachlan, but Lachlan with a beautiful counter there, not giving him much opportunity, telling him to get to his feet. Are we going to see a springboard from Sean Lachlan? That is exactly what we're seeing. Slingshots himself over the top rope. And now off the rope to the neck snap. And Companion getting a rough introduction to the RLWF. Again, it is a transition sometimes for these RPW guys when they come over. The RPW, a great promotion over in the UK. Undeniable, but I feel like it is a little step up in competition when they get to the RLWF and take some of them time to adjust. And he may need to take some time to adjust his neck because he is taking a shellacking here at the hands of Sean Lachlan. And boom, makes him wait for that suplex. Pinfall attempt, 1-2, and Companion gets that shoulder up. Lachlan setting him up. Pump handle, boom, oh my goodness. Final prayer. And still Companion gets the shoulder up, impressive. Not getting much going in the way of offense, but holding his own on defense here. but that is only going to last so long. Rolls out of the ring as Sean Lachlan goes top rope and Sean Lachlan hits the referee, aiming for Companion, who had gone up to the apron. And the referee takes a bump. Looks like he's okay. Irish whip here from Lachlan into the backbreaker. Again, the referee not calling for disqualification, obviously recognized that as incidental contact, unintentional. Submission hold locked in, but Companion hanging in there somehow, taking a beating. And now they are going to duke it out in the middle of the ring. The referee keeping an eye. I mean, you got to think that Companion is on his last legs here against Lachlan, who has dominated for the entirety of the match. But listen, credit where credit is due. Companion showing some guts here, going toe-to-toe against the Irish brawler. Companion trying for some kind of a move, but Sean Lachlan with the timely reversal, and oh no. Are we going to see another final prayer? If it is, that is going to be the end of the line for Companion. No! Companion gets the shoulder up again, the crowd going wild. Companion battling back here, big headbutt splits him open. Companion setting up now. Has him up, but again, another reversal. Great work here from Lachlan. And setting, if he hits a third final prayer. No, reversal from Companion. Trying to drag him to the ropes, but Sean Lachlan with some well-placed elbows breaks up that attempt. You can see he is split open over his right eye, Sean Lachlan. Companion. Listen, the kid's got guts. You got to give him that. But Sean Lachlan just has an answer for everything that Companion is throwing at him. Lachlan going to the top rope. Again, the referee standing well away this time. And, oh, Companion steps out of the way, hits him with the drop kick. And now Companion going up to that middle rope. Hits the senton from the top rope. The moonsault, leg hooked. Ooh, 2 count for Companion. Unbelievable. What an opener, again, with a spot in that All-Star tournament on the line. Lachlan into the corner. Companion tries for the slam, but reversed into a DDT by Lachlan. Grabs him by the horns and yanks him to his feet. Irish whip, and oh my goodness. What a boot. Stay down, Companion, stay down. He does. A 3 count. Man, oh man, a victory for Sean Lachlan. And he is going to move on to that All-Star tournament on the next shock. Companion, listen, a tough draw and a tough match, but showed some guts, showed some gumption, showed some intestinal fortitude. And might be exactly the kind of rookie that someone like a Sean Lachlan might want to take under his wing. That's apparently going to be the new focus of the Reckoning this year, so we will see. We'll have to see how that works out, but for now, your winner, Sean Lachlan. All right, next up, over to the ladies division. And out first, made her debut last week on Mayhem. Daughter of the Bear, it is Cinderella. Was impressive in that triple threat last week. Ultimately did not win the match, but expecting big things from Cinderella as she makes her way down to the ring for singles competition here on her Max debut. Again, sharing some of her father's more Nordic proclivities. The fans appreciating it. Listen, they love some pyro. They love a rookie and they love pyro. And they're getting both with Cinderella. Who will her opponent be tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, coming off a huge victory against Freedom Champion Penny Haps last week on Shock, it is the one, the only Lexi Knight making her way to the ring, looking to keep that momentum going. Would love to get a title shot against Penny at some point, and so you want to build up that momentum, keep it going. Last thing she needs is a loss to a rookie here. There's the bell, and Alexi comes out swinging. Oof, drives the knee into the back of the head of Cinderella. I mean, Lexi came in as a rookie last season in Season 3. Since then has gone on to have been a women's tag champion in Season 3, and now I mean, listen, we're not going to say a wily veteran perhaps, but compared to the new crop of rookies, she is exactly that. And Cinderella missed on that maneuver, but so did Lexi. Cinderella and Alexi trading blows here in the corner. Drags Cinderella to the ropes, tosses her to the outside. And Alexi not done yet. Off the ropes and through with the suicide dive. Slams her into that steel barricade. Fans chanting, "This is awesome," already, appreciating the effort from Lexi Knight. Pounding away on the knee of Cinderella. Not sure if those knee plates offering any protection there.
Just planting their foot on their opponent's jaw.
And Cinderella reverses Lexi into the ring. Unloads with a flurry of kicks here. And up and over for the German suplex, beautifully executed. Off the ropes, and oh my goodness, what a knee. And locks in a colossal clutch, but Lexi Knight able to escape that fairly quickly. Hooks the leg, trying for a sneaky pin, but only got the one. Only got the one. Cinderella unloading. Irish whip, and oof, missed on that one. Lexi Knight able to step aside.
Waiting for their fallen opponent.
Oof, step up senton from Lexi. She's going top rope. Bad news for Cinderella. Oof, able to get out of the way. But Lexi right back up and on the attack. Again, Lexi has looked strong in this match, trying to build off of that victory against Penny Haps. Cinderella just trying to get some consistent offense going here against Lexi. Lexi with the counter, sends her to the mat. Again, trying for just a quick, sneaky pin here. I don't know if that's going to be successful. Ooh, almost ate my words immediately on that one, RLWF fans, but wouldn't be the first time. Step up Enziguri connects, and Cinderella struggles to the corner. Lexi has her up on the top rope, and boom! Down she goes, leg hooked. Is that going to finally be enough? No, it is not. Cinderella gets the shoulder up at 2. Lexi Knight has dominated this match, but Cinderella trying for a quick pin here. Unsuccessful reversal from Lexi. Oh, reversal again. And finally the sequence ends. Some great wrestling here. Cinderella on the attack. Irish whip. Drop kick. Has Lexi on the ropes. Cinderella off, and oof! Cartwheel leg drop, leg is hooked. Oh, so close to a 3. Wow, that would have been huge for Cinderella. Fans chanting "Fight Forever." They are loving this one, and who could blame them? Lexi trying to fight her way back inside the ring here. Springboard drop kick is a good way to do so. And now to the top rope. Hits the elbow. And now locks in the submission. Can she make the rookie tap? No. Cinderella able to wiggle her way out of that one somehow. And Cinderella, what is Cinderella doing here? Oh, locks in a submission of her own, trying to make Lexi tap. Oh, that looks painful. That looks painful, and it is. Lexi Knight taps out. And Cinderella gets her first victory in what is likely to be a long and prosperous RLWF career. Lexi Knight was doing very well in that match, but in the end, your winner, Cinderella. All right, up next, the final qualifying match for that All-Star Championship tournament. And making his Season 4 debut, look at this new look, JC Brooklyn. Somebody has been hitting the gym, ladies and gentlemen. Working hard to get those gains, baby. JC Brooklyn makes his way to the ring, and again, what a great way to start off Season 4 it would be for JC Brooklyn to qualify for that All-Star Championship tournament. JC looking ripped and ready for Season 4. Again, the Brotherhood are no more. All the former Brotherhood members are essentially free agents at this point. We're going to have to wait and see what becomes of them. But for now, it's everyone for themselves. But his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Psycho Bones, Mr. Entertainment. heads his way down to the ring. Again, been doing a lot of tag team action with the Freak Show as of late, but ever the opportunist. Absolutely, Psycho Bones is not going to pass on an opportunity, potentially, to win that All-Star Championship. Psycho Bones versus JC Brooklyn. This should be a great match. As always, Psycho Bones promising a higher level of entertainment from the rest of the RLWF. We will see if he produces. Everyone looks ready to go. More tattoos per square inch in this match than most. Oof, JC with a huge right hand right off the bat. Knocks Psycho a little bit loopy. As always, if you would like to have your very own superstar right there in the ring as part of all the RLWF action, all you got to do is subscribe to the Twitch channel. Check out NormCantShoot on Twitch, including a Prime sub, which is perfectly fine. You get a free Prime sub with your Amazon Prime subscription. I think that's still a thing. But you can also just hang out with us for a couple of live streams. We stream on Mondays and Thursdays typically. And once you've got 5,000 channel points, cash them in, and that's all you need to get into the RLWF. Just that easy. We'd love to have you. Although watching the brutality that's going on inside the ring, maybe you're too scared. I understand it. It is not for the weak of heart. The RLWF is the top tier of sports entertainment competition. And listen, not everybody is up to snuff. But if you think you've got what it takes, come on down and join us. Psycho Bones working on the neck of JC. And a kick to the back. Counter from Brooklyn. Two highly competitive superstars in the ring right now. Bones going for the pin. Not even close. Irish whip. And boom, into a nice power slam.
He's taking control of the proceedings here. And each blow he lands is giving
And Bones looks like he might be setting up a submission hold. He's got a figure 4 leg lock. Trying to snap the legs of JC Brooklyn, but they are able to escape. Huge clothesline connects. Bones fighting back. And face first into the mat. Psycho Bones from the middle rope. Waiting for JC to get to their feet. And, oh. A bit of a glancing blow. I don't think that connected in quite the way that Psycho Bones was hoping for, but did the trick. Dragging JC to the ropes now. Brooklyn. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Mercy. Hit him with a savage kick, and now up into the electric chair. Maybe trying for the electric chair driver, but counter from Bones. Counter from JC. Look at the counter after counter. A great sequence here from two of the best of the best. Psycho on the apron, but not for long as he is tackled to the outside by JC Brooklyn. Into the ring he goes. Psycho Bones on the top rope. Waiting for JC to get to his feet. What has he got planned? And, oh, what a drop kick. Man, oh man, middle of the ring. There's the pin. That could be the end of it, but no. JC with the kick out. Bones setting him up for something, though. But they come back. Quick little roll up from JC. Oh, 2 count only. 2 count only. Smart move from JC. They have him up, but no. Counter from Psycho Bones. And now the heel hook.
Oh, that's so painful.
Trying to get Brooklyn to tap. And now continuing to target the legs, maybe setting up another figure 4 leg lock at some point. JC on the apron this time, and Psycho Bones only too happy to return the favor.
What does he do now? And he exits the ring.
And now fighting on the outside, another big kick to the face from JC Brooklyn. Counter from Bones. Counter from JC. They head back into the ring. No, they don't. They're heading to the top rope. And oh! Caught him on the way down. Heads up play there from Psycho Bones, and now the big combination. Pummeling JC Brooklyn. Again, a shot at that the All-Star Tournament. Oh, what a counter from Brooklyn. And Brooklyn daring Psycho Bones to come at him, but instead of waiting for him, goes up over the top for the crossbody, and now the mounted punches.
And a stop to the gut.
JC Brooklyn, oh! Inverted crush, and now setting him up. They're going to have to be mindful of the count here. Not sure what we're at. Electric chair driver onto the concrete floor at a 6 count. Oh, rang his bell off the steel ring post, and I do not think Psycho Bones is getting back up. There's the 9 count, and I think JC is going to get himself a victory and a berth into the All-Star Tournament on Mayhem. A great opening match for JC and a huge, huge win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little tag team action. And out first, it is the American Nightmares, Mason Marceau and Matt Windham, making their way to the ring for a little tag team action. Again, former tag team champions here. Mason Marceau, of course, a multiple-time men's champion. An incredible pedigree for this dynamic duo, the American Nightmares. And we're doing a little bit of a cross-brand tag team action. The American Nightmares, of course, on Shock. And representing Mayhem, it is Armed and Dangerous, Smash Sanchez, and the Puerto Rican Assassin, Freddy Gonzalez, making their way to the ring. Again, Armed and Dangerous available for hire. We have seen them get involved in a number of situations here in the RLWF since their inception. Again, if you've got deep pockets, they'll do your dirty work. But tonight, the only goal is to beat the American Nightmares in tag team action.
Tag team action underway.
All right.
Sports entertainment. That's right.
Smash Sanchez starting off here against Matt Windham. Matt Windham trying to end this one already with a sleeper hold. That would have been the fastest ending to a match that we have ever seen, but thankfully, Smash Sanchez able to resist. They continue here. Windham sent into the corner. Walks right into an elbow. Smash Sanchez has him up and oh, what a backbreaker. Unbelievable. Swing and a miss for Windham, but a nice counter. A knee drop across the face of Smash Sanchez. Windham sent into the corner. Smash Sanchez in enemy territory is being a little bit cautious, decides instead to head back and make the tag to Freddy Gonzalez. Freddy with the springboard Hurricane Rana. Look at the agility. And Gonzalez, no. Windham with a nice counter. Freddy sent into the corner. There's the tag. We're going to see a little tag team action. Off the ropes. Drop toe hold into the elbow drop from Mason Marceau. Matt Windham heads back to the corner. Mason Marceau waiting for Freddy to get to his feet, and then the springboard drop kick right to the back of the head. Into the corner goes Freddy again, and once again at the mercy of the American Nightmares. Off the ropes, and ooh, the double shoulder tackle. Sanchez calling for the tag, having a couple of words there with Mason Marceau as he's referee's trying to get Mason to go back to his corner. He does finally. Referee kind of in the way now at this point here. Matt Windham trying to avoid the accidental bump to the ref if he can. Freddy sent into the corner once again. Another tag made. And once again, the drop toe hold elbow combination. Smash Sanchez can't believe it, calling for the tag. But the American Nightmares not letting up on Armed and Dangerous. Freddy gets to his feet again. And sidesteps the drop kick. Head scissors takedown from Freddy. Has him up and oof, powerbomb, nicely done. Makes it back to the corner and Smash Sanchez back in the match. Oof, Pele kick by Mason Marceau. On the outside now, and oh, nice oof. Hit Smash Sanchez, but Smash Sanchez dropped him anyway. They both came out worse for wear on that one. And Marceau, a little helicopter spin. Adding a little insult to the injury against Smash Sanchez. Tossed aside, Mason Marceau heading back inside the ring to avoid the countout. And Smash Sanchez is going to have to get up here. That's an 8 count. Referee giving him a warning. And Sanchez heads back in just in time. Unloading with that power on Mason Marceau and wisely tagging in his partner, Freddy Gonzalez, back in the match. Huge drop kick from Freddy. Mason makes the hot tag. Not sure he made contact there. The referee said he did. That was a close call, I think.
Everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Wyndham versus Gonzalez. Freddie reverses and then hits the flying heel kick to the face. Freddie unloading on the big Matt Wyndham.
He's taking on some damage at this point.
Freddie reversed into the corner. Matt Wyndham again approaching cautiously with Smash Sanchez right there. Decides instead to head back and tag in Mason Marceau. Marceau off the ropes. Referee, get out of the way. Freddie Gonzalez taking advantage, as always, for the Frankensteiner into the pin. 2. Almost got the 3. They lock up. Freddie reversed into the corner. Here comes Mason Marceau, unloading with a flurry of chops and punches. Smash once again calling for the tag. This time it's Mason reversed into the corner, and Freddie has him up. Shot to the face. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! A counter from Mason Marceau, and then the double axe handle. Tried for the Hurricane Rana from the top rope, but a reversal from Mason, and now another reversal out of the corner with the suplex. And he is not done, ladies and gentlemen. There are at least another couple of amigos to go here. The 3 amigos right in the middle of the ring, hooks the leg. Matt Wyndham's going to come in to break that one up. As well he should. Freddie not done yet.
These gladiators are rocked. Their game plans have been
Up and over for the suplex. Mason Marceau takes a quick respite out of the ring. Freddie says bring it, and Mason Marceau, only too happy to do so, puts that boot into the neck of the Puerto Rican assassin. Mason going for a pin instead of a tag. Got a 2 count to his credit. And reversed into the corner by Freddie Gonzalez. What has Freddie got planned here? And right into the ring post. Oh my goodness. Freddie finally is going to... Oh, I thought he was going to go for the tag. Went for a drop kick instead. Freddie now waiting for Mason to get to his feet. Springboard drop kick. Levels him. And Mason Marceau taking a shellacking here at the hands of the Puerto Rican assassin, sent into the corner. There's the tag. We're going to see a bit of double team. They have him up in the electric chair and slingshots him. That's almost like a double Sanchez smash. Hooks the leg. That's got to be it. Oh, Mason Marceau somehow gets the shoulder of Smash Sanchez. Can't believe it. Neither can I.
He managed to get the shoulder up. The admiration for these superstars is
into the corner. Mason with an opportunity, but there's the counter from Smash Sanchez. Sanchez has him up, and oh, backbreaker. And another. And a third. And Mason Marceau has got to get a tag here soon. Smash Sanchez going top rope on Marceau. And oh, connects with the shoulder tackle from the top rope. Freddie Gonzalez wisely stepped down from the apron to get out of the way of that one. Like standing in the way of a missile. And boom. Gutbuster. A 5 count. The referee's going to warn them. Marceau sent back into the ring, and that might be all she wrote. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and Armed and Dangerous put away the American Nightmares.
Here are your winners. Smash.
A great match all around. fine performances, but in the end, Armed and Dangerous victorious over the American Nightmares. All right, on to the main event. We are going to have a fatal four-way Falls Count Anywhere match with some big names in this match. And starting with one of the biggest, it is Elijah George, your current front of the line case holder. Elijah George heading to the ring, a bad man, but again, you got to think that he is going to cash in that front of the line case soon. King Kyle Kanye, got to keep an eye open for this man. Again, has not been officially confirmed yet whether or not the first PLE is going to be front of the line. Would make a huge difference. That would definitely put a ticking clock on cashing in those cases. Elijah George.
Are you guys ready?
And next up, ladies and gentlemen, also representing Mayhem, it is Hannibal Armstrong on loan from the Arizona Psychiatric Penitentiary.
You know, I know for a fact that there are a number of people in the locker room who
An absolute beast, the inaugural men's champion here in the RLWF, and constant terror in the ring. I was going to say in the locker room, but legally he's very restricted in terms of where he can go in the locker room. Of course, win or lose, he is going to be transported from here directly back to his cell in the Arizona Psychiatric Penitentiary. But for now, allowed to indulge his more violent tendencies here against his competitors. Next up, who do we have? There he is, a former tag team champion over on Mayhem. It is Venu, now moved to Shock. Ben Fuller, as far as we know, has not renewed his contract and will not be returning. Never say never in the RLWF, but Venu on his own. Once again, Venu heading to the ring in his street clothes. Trying to keep things simplified this year, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. Venu. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, your hardcore champion. You heading to the ring. And what could be more hardcore than a Falls Count Anywhere match against three tough street fighting opponents? As always, you up to the challenge. Making his way to the ring, you for the people. We know who the fans are going to be cheering for in this match, that is for sure. But will it be enough to get the victory? We will have to wait and see. Juve versus Venu versus Hannibal Armstrong versus Elijah George. There you go. Look at that. A homemade Hannibal Armstrong Sign out there in the audience. Even Hannibal has his fans.
And it's going to be hard to keep track of the action.
Venu starting off with a dragon twist cutter on Elijah George, wasting absolutely no time. Springboard misses against Hannibal as he was tied up with Juve. Again, some big boys in this match. Elijah and Hannibal both close to 7 feet tall, and Venu no slouch either. Elijah heads to the outside to square off against Juve. Again, a falls count anywhere match. It is not an elimination match, so it's going to be the first person to get a pinfall or submission. Venu dodging Hannibal in the corner, and now a little bit of payback. Venu on the outside with a nice suplex onto the concrete floor for Elijah George. Elijah countering with a big boot. Hannibal has Venu by the neck. That's got to be a bad situation. Oh my goodness, almost punched right through his torso. Irish whip sends Venu out of the ring, and now all 4 competitors on the outside. Referee's going to join them. Again, pinfalls or submissions do count. Referee takes a bump from Elijah George. She was going for you, but the toughness of the RLWF referees on display here again. Venu, nice takedown there out of the corner. Juve and Elijah continuing their fight. Big drop kick. Juve doesn't drop him. Referee takes another bump from Elijah. Referee, get out of there. Venu misses on that top rope. Double axe handle. Juve sent back inside the ring. Powerbomb by Hannibal. Elijah coming back in with a kendo stick, attacking Hannibal Armstrong. Springboard cutter there from Venu on Elijah. Mayhem inside the ring to the surprise of no one. Elijah driving knees into the side of the head of Venu. Now turning his attention back to Juve. Has him up and, sidewalk slam. Beautifully executed. Juve rolls out, and Elijah attacking Hannibal on the ropes now. And rope-assisted suplex. Quick pin here. Only got the one. Venu slid back in just in case, but wasn't needed. Goes for another quick pin. A dirty pin this time. Elijah clearly willing to pull out all stops to get the victory. I mean, no one's shocked by that. Hannibal Armstrong just hurling Elijah into the ropes. Juve now going for the pin. And a kick out at 1 by Hannibal. Elijah ejected from the ring by Venu. And now Venu attacking the knee of Juve. Everyone on the outside. Venu has that kendo stick and cracks it over the back of Elijah. Elijah doesn't even flinch. Unbelievable. The man is a beast. Pinfall by Venu on Elijah. Got the 2 count, but that is all. And now Venu with the slingshot on Hannibal. Referee keeping a close eye on the proceedings here. Venu and Elijah going at it. Here comes Juve, though. Back to work against Elijah. Has him up. Oh! Devastating move onto the concrete floor. And now Venu with the pin. Hannibal Armstrong comes in to break that one up. Elijah with the big boots on Hannibal. Venu breaking up the pin attempt. Oh, slap to the face by Vinu on Elijah. I'm not sure if that's a wise move. Vinu countering, maybe you possibly going for an F5 there. Quick roll-up by Elijah. Hannibal hasn't even recognized that he's gone for the pin. Now a roll-up from Vinu. And Hannibal just hurls Youth into the apron. Pin broken up by Elijah. Sidekick into the pin. Vinu breaks that one up. Again, a couple of close calls here, but they're going to have to put a little distance between each other if they want to try and get a win. Here comes Youth with a baseball bat. And right into the shoulder of Vinu, and now setting up Vinu. But Vinu counters with a dragon twist cutter. Wing clipper on Hannibal Armstrong. Goes for the pin, but Vinu there to break it up. Again, until they get a little distance, physical distance between them, it is going to be very difficult to get a pinfall in this match. Hurls Youth into Vinu. And Youth has Elijah up, but Elijah able to counter that maneuver. Vinu with the kick to the face, hooks the leg. Can he do it? No, 2 count only. Elijah kicks out. Hannibal Armstrong into the ring, only temporarily. Vinu now. Pin attempt broken up by Elijah. Vinu on the attack here. Big combination against Elijah. And the suplex to boots. Turns his attention to Youth and sends him face first into the ring post. Hannibal Armstrong biding his time right now. Vinu decides to come out and make sure he's part of the fun. And now Elijah out as well into the mix. Eye rake from Hannibal Armstrong counters Elijah. Vinu heads back inside the ring. He's going to slide out and go after Youth, perhaps. No, Youth grabs the baseball bat, and Vinu decides to avoid him, which is probably a smart idea. Irish whip. And spinning tombstone pile driver. Shades of Sharknado there for Vinu. Takes the baseball bat and cracks it over the torso of Youth. Cover after the choke slam by Hannibal. Referee confused as to where she's going there. Hannibal furious. Where was the referee for that count? Could have very well been a 3 count. I mean, if I was Hannibal, I would be upset too. Again, it's hectic when you've got 4 competitors in a Falls Count Anywhere match and 1 referee. It is tough going. Youth going for the pin. Only a 1 count. Everyone heading back inside the ring now. Youth with a sneaky roll-up, but broken up simultaneously by Vinu and Elijah. Elijah rolls out. Youth waiting for an opportunity here. Oof. Big forearm splits open. Hannibal, and the interceptor connects. Vinu having a great match here. Big combination. Combination after combination to Youth. But Youth locks into submission. Elijah doesn't see it. But Vinu able to get his way out of it. A smart move by Youth, but Vinu more resilient than Youth was expecting.
He's searching for something.
They roll out. Hannibal Armstrong has a chair, I think, from under the ring, indeed. Right back on the attack for Elijah, but a nice counter from Elijah George as they're fighting it out at the base of the ramp. Pinfall by Hannibal Armstrong. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3. Juve and Vinu were distracted on the other side, and your winner after a pinfall against Elijah George, it is Hannibal Armstrong. And it is back to the padded cell for Elijah George, but he is going back a winner, ladies and gentlemen, after that victory. And once again, that wraps it up for another edition of RLWF Max. If you liked what you have seen, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a wrestling fan that you know and love, leave a comment, let me know what your moment of the night was, and don't forget to come join us on Twitch for the shows live, where you get to interact with the community. It is a great experience. I recommend it for everyone, and I will see you next time.